Local coverage you can count on continues with Glenn Marini's Sports Report. Sports coverage you can count on.
We're here at the World Baseball Academy's annual leadership luncheon with the keynote speaker, Josh VanMeter, former Norwell star and Major League Baseball player. And Josh, gosh, you were in these seats talking to high school standout student athletes. You were in these seats not that long ago at Norwell High School. What was your message that you hope these guys take out of it today?
Just, that people are going to remember the person you were more than your performance on the field at the end of the day. When you're done playing your sport, when your career's over, whenever that is, people are going to remember how you treated them on a day-to-day basis. And I think that's something that gets lost in translation, especially at the youth sports level nowadays. And so really to just, beat home that message and, let kids know that it's not all about your performance on the field. You can have an effect on your team, on your peers, on your community, by other ways, and just kind of let them in on that fact and my experience, and just trying to give them hope and a vision for the future.
You retired from baseball after 12 years in professional baseball, 300 games in the major leagues. When you take a look back at your career, what are you most proud of?
Man, just the resiliency, to be honest. Was never the most talented guy, was never the biggest physical presence, but I just worked my tail off. And as I've gotten older, I'm just really proud of the fact that I was able to live my dreams for however long it was, to know that the work paid off, that the process ultimately paid off. My dream was to be a Major League Baseball player, and I accomplished that. And you're always going to have a little bit of regret. There's always a little bittersweet. There's too much blood, sweat, and tears to put into it to not be a little bittersweet. But man, it was a heck of a ride, and so much support, so many people to be thankful for, and it was a ride of a life for sure.
You made opening day roster. Zach McKinstry makes the opening day roster. Yeah. Your dad texted me a picture of you two guys playing 12-year-old Little League baseball, and it was like, these two guys are in the major leagues. How crazy is it when you think of something like that?
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that picture too. It was like floating around Facebook, and Zach and I were arguably the two smallest kids on that team, but we were baseball players. I think that's what set us apart. As we went on, like, we were the definition of baseball players, and there's a lot to be said for that. And Zach is still killing it. Root for him. You got to root for your local guys, and it's just what a blessing.
All right, man. Always good to see you.
Absolutely.
He's Josh VanMeter. I'm Glenn Marini, and that is your local sports report.